Hi all, welcome to my channel. And here we're going to be tuning into the energies for divine masculine, and that could be in a relationship. You want to give it, like, call it a twin flame, soulmate, divine partnership, any strong soul-based connection is what we will tune in on the divine masculine as to what's happening and kind of see what is happening into their four different bodies in the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So let's start on. I've already shuffled the cards. And let's start in checking what's happening in the physical space, which is the third dimensional physical space of, in the material world, outside world, and what's happening in their material or the physical space. That is what we call as a physical body. And here we will be doing this is timeless. So whenever you watch it is the time when it's apt for you to watch it. The first card which we've got for divine masculine is Queen of Fire, which is confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Now this is a very feminine energy. There is a possibility, and pick as it resonates with you, there is a possibility that at this point in time, at the outside world, in the physical space, the masculine is feeling very confident, very warm. He's feeling intelligent, and he's taking things very gracefully as to how things are. And he is ready to stretch his wings and fly. I'm saying he, but it could be she and he. You know that. But that's how I read. Let me say as much as I can with masculine. So masculine is feeling, feel like spreading the wings and fly, and not in the energy of underestimating himself or herself, and very creative as well. And he's asserting his way to independence, because this is what the Queen of Fire energy is. That's one message. The other one is that there is a possibility that there is a fire sign in masculine's life at this point in time as we are tuning in. It could be a situation which this fire sign masculine is connecting very deeply with, or very it has an impacting or the influencing power for masculine in the physical space or in his material world, so that is what the energy could be as well. But we'll tune in and we'll get more tarots and see what is the energy which is coming forth for masculine. Let me see what is that. I've got two cards here, and see, we've got the Queen of Swords here. So there is definitely some choices or some different signs coming out. With the sword coming out, it could be a air sign now. It could be Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini kind of energy. And that is what masculine could be dealing with as well. But there could be two people, who knows? Because there is also juggling which is happening here, as you can see. It could be between two situations, two people, and this also could mean that this masculine is also pretty detached. This Queen of Swords is a very detached, cold kind of energy. And this masculine is the different messages. So I'll just kind of tune in and see what is the messages here. So this masculine, because it's facing towards this side, and if I just tune into the energy, is kind of detaching from this Queen of Fire, or this feminine energy is kind of putting some boundaries, some healthy boundaries, also is in a detached way, also displaying some coolness, very much in the mental space, and also in this juggling state. Possibly, as I said, and I'm tuning into different groups here, there is a possibility that masculine is dealing with more than one. It could be you, or it could be somebody else, if it is a third party situation or that karmic connection kind of a thing for you, but it may not apply to all. So pick as it resonates for you. And I've got two cards. I was planning to take one card from each deck, but then we will see how it goes. So this one is definitely there is some juggling at the third dimension, and Pentacles is depiction of physical or third dimensional space, any which ways. We've got one more card which popped out, and see, it's justice which came forth. And this also kind of things are balancing out in the physical space. This could be, and many a times this also means some court case, some law. It could mean some justice or the court cases involved as well. So there is a possibility that many of the masculine, if you see that Queen of Sword and this justice being pretty much difficult, pretty much the similar imagery there with the feminine energy holding the sword high. Only difference is that there is a balance, and this is a Libra energy for sure. So take as it resonates. If there is a Libra involved, strong Libra or fire sign we've already spoken about. Now this person is kind of balancing the scale. There is this truth which is kind of taking precedence, and things are balancing out. The balance could be within and outside, within and without. It could be head and heart. It could be in the physical world, because there is this juggling which was happening or which needs to balance out, and that's what this balance is coming forth there for masculine. And let me check what else is coming forth in the physical space for masculine. Again, I've got two cards here which popped out, and I will pick both. Now the first one is coming as a Page of Cups, and this Page of Cups energy is definitely the offer of love. And pages are not ready yet, but then there is a feeling and wanting. So in the physical world, in the third dimensional aspect, masculine is feeling this need of an apology, and they have been very patiently waiting for this apology or this extension of heartfelt love, or what they feel and emotions to be extended out. And they just kind of waited after the seeds were sown, 7 of Pentacles, but there is still more waiting in the physical space. And we're checking on energies on the connection level, right? So there's still more waiting, which I'm sensing is at the physical world before this extension can happen. And this wait could be anything. It could be a day, it could be 2, it could be 3 months, it could be a month, it could be anything, or it could be till month of July with the 7 out coming out there as well. And because before that there is this juggling which needs to end, and there is this balance which needs to be established, right? So that is something which we need to kind of see as well. Now let's check what else. I'll just use one more deck, which is the After Tarot, to see what is happening in the physical space. Masculine physical world. Look at this. Now here, generally in the normal tarot, 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment, and well, the meaning would remain. But here, if you see, this card is about the overindulgence. It could mean that masculine is overindulging and kind of getting very, I'm getting the energy of being selfish, because the person who's serving him is not happy. But this masculine is kind of picking on eating. There is this, these, maybe drinking is what they are kind of subscribing to, or some kind of things which they feel are kind of making them happy or kind of bringing that joy. But maybe deep within that's not. It's just that the outside fallacy which they are kind of giving into. But that's not the reality. But in the physical space, that's what is happening with masculine. They're kind of indulging with some amount of maybe alcohol, or some overindulgence with the food, or something of that sort is happening for sure. And they're not very considerate, is what I'm sensing, of the people in the physical space. Because they're juggling within, and also they're kind of coming as the Queen of Swords, very detached in the headspace energy. They're waiting for their extension, but they're not feeling ready, because there are still things which are balancing out in their physical world. Let me get one heart message. Freedom, that's what they're working towards. uh, that's what, just give me one sec. I think this candle is spilling over. I'll have to blow it off. Okay, so I'm saying that this is the freedom is also in the physical space. They want to be set free from something, and there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be, and that's the space. They're also experiencing it, that yes, they have the power, they can move forward, but then they're not completely free yet. But that's what they're working for in the physical space, and they're kind of wanting them to be set free in this physical world, in the physical space as well, to whatever is tying them down, whatever is making them juggle things, is what we're picking on as far as the physical space is concerned. Now let's move on and check what are the energies of their mental body or the mental space. What's happening in their head? Let's see what's happening in masculine's head. What is the energy around there? Let's see what's happening in the head space, the mental body. We've got the two cards, and I will take two. We've got the Dreamer, which is like the Fool card there, and we've got the Knight of Earth, and which is again a very material energy, and they're mentally also aligned to the material world, is definitely. But for the Dreamer out there, it's the Archangel Metatron energy, and they're kind of processing it mentally now. They want to take that leap of faith. Their head is also kind of saying that let's take that leap of faith. Let's kind of, time has come to follow the dreams, and maybe that's when the unexpected opportunities can get created. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So they want to go through that, take that leap of faith, that in the mental space they kind of going through that things will be protected, things are protected, and they want to take that leap of faith and move forward. And that's what is processing in their head as well. But the focus is pretty much on the finances, pretty much on the creating that material aspect of the world. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. That could be a earth sign you're connecting with, or that could be the characteristics. Yes, that could be the characteristics of the masculine you're connecting with. And they're mentally feeling that it's time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. So they might be protected or maybe kind of guided by a guardian angels. They're guardian angels. We also have Archangel Metatron, which is kind of guiding them ahead on the journey. But they're also feeling that it's time for them to make a commitment because it's time, commit to the time to whatever they've kind of been ignoring. It could be the connection that they did not take that movement yet, and they might be getting some signs and synchronicities to kind of go through that space as well. Let's see what are the other energies which are coming forth. Let me get the tarot. For the mental space for masculine. I can get the energies, tarots for the mental space for masculine. Moon. Moon is the first card which we get there. And with that coming forth, I cannot deny that there are eclipses which can have an impact. We have 5th and 6th depending on where you are on Earth, and that's when the first eclipse is happening in the month of June. And in the entire year also there are a lot of eclipses. The second one which is happening on 21st, that's a solar eclipse. So Moon definitely has a very important aspect. It could be a Cancer Piscean energy here. And there is still in the mental space which they're kind of getting stuck with the illusion and wanting things to clear out. There's the sun to shine so that they can see clearly. In the mental space is a little bit clouded, and this could also mean they're also kind of getting awakened to their psychic abilities. There is more which is coming forth. They're kind of tuning into their intuitive aspects, which is a good thing for what's happening onto the mental space, and things will clear out. They're processing some bit of things which are kind of looking like illusion for them. And we've got one more, which is Four of Swords. So this is again mental realm, because swords are kind of talking about the mental realm. So but this is about giving rest. So they're also giving rest to their mental body. They kind of, probably many of them, I'm not sure, I can't say that for surety, but there's a possibility that masculine energy has started to meditate if they never did. So in some aspect, they're also, because they're realizing that they need to give rest to their mental body, and meditation is one aspect, because they need to find peace within, then only it can manifest outside. So they want to give rest, because after Three of Swords come Four of Swords. So Three of Swords is very painful energy. It's a deceit. It's a kind of heartfelt, brutal, very painful energy of heartbroken energy. And that's what they want to heal from in the mental space. And they're finding their way to see how things can be dealt with as far as all this is concerned. Now let's see what is coming forth in the mental space. What is that? Yeah, so there is conflict. I've got two cards. One of them is definitely the conflict, and there is this world. So that's nice, because the Five of Wands is that there is definitely some conflict in their head, which is causing them to, that is why they probably are resolving or kind of moving towards that meditation or some peaceful energy. And that's also could be the reason that they're detaching, because everything is really linked. They're detaching from the outside world and kind of cutting through their energy. And this could also be the result of some juggling which they're going through. And there is this Five of Wands energy which is kind of coming forth. It's a conflict. It could be a mental conflict as well, and which is kind of manifesting in their physical world there. And after that, which comes the world, because this is the card which says that they're moving ahead in their life, learning a lot, and they're also coming and closing cycles, because the world is kind of coming to the end and new cycles ought to begin. So the Dreamer, which is what we got as the first card, which is the Fool's energy. Fool has taken the entire journey. The Fool realizes that they need to take the entire journey. This also is the card which talks about the destiny, and which is that they might be surrendering to the destiny, that they need to complete things in full circle. They need to do that. And that is why they're kind of preparing, and that could be a conflict, because even their head is kind of started to say now that they need to commit, they need to kind of take things ahead so that it kind of matures, the journey can be completed. There are no closures which are being done yet, probably for some of you. So there is this need to do that, and there is this movement which can happen, and they are kind of preparing themselves by that Four of Swords energy, which is resting, giving it healing, and that kind of thing. So let's see what comes ahead. Let's see what is. Okay, I've got again the two cards from After Tarot. Is it two or three? No, two. So let's see what is coming forth as far as After Tarot. I'm also getting the guidance to pull the oh yeah. So this is like playing in their head. This is about, After Tarot, it's not that just two people are kind of exchanging cups. This is what is happening in their head. It's Two of Cups is happening in their head. It's like they want to hold the feminine close to their heart and extend that, not alone just extend the offer of offer of love, but then they just want to embrace and feel that embrace once again. They're kind of getting processed that mentally, and that's what is happening in their head. And again comes the Fool. They really want to take that leap of faith, and they want to enjoy every moment which is full of love, happiness, joy, and they want to live every moment to the fullest. They're tired of living this half-hearted life, and they just don't want to do that anymore. And I'm also guided to pick one for the physical world, and because I thought I'll do that in the end, but I'm getting a guidance to do that simultaneously. I shall follow my guidance. So let's see what the physical space, the messages coming from Archangel Michael or Romance Angels as to what's happening in the physical world for masculine. Yeah, we've got one card here. Yeah, so have confidence. That's the first card which we got there as well. So they want to have confidence with things, and they want to kind of stay confident as to howsoever her journey is moving ahead to be. So they want to work with the divine wisdom. They want to have strength, and they just want to go ahead with a lot of strength and have confidence in things around there. And let me just get one more for, yeah, see, we're getting repeated very strong messages as far as the headspace is coming. We got that make a commitment with the Knight of Earth or Knight of Pentacles energy. They want to make a commitment. They really want to in the headspace. They're just kind of saying that, yes, I want to make a commitment. I want to make a commitment to my life, to feminine, so that things can go ahead the way that's been designed. Their contract is kind of bouncing. We will see what is happening at the soul energy, because we just had the mental space yet. But I think their soul is connecting to their heart and the mind, and this is all coming into the integration, and that's what integrity is. When the heart and the mind and the soul is connected, and that started to reflect in the physical, that's integrity. And they're coming into the integrity, they're coming into that integration, because they want to. Head is also saying that they need to make a commitment. And they're calling upon the strength, because they want to be confident as they make that move. They want to be confident as they want to again spread that wings, because that's what we were getting there, to kind of extend that cup of love into the physical space wherein they are feeling conflicted, but they want to take that leap of faith so that they can extend that, getting to know each other once again. There is a possibility that they've not been in touch, they don't even know how to kind of initiate that. It feels like a new journey altogether, and they want to reveal their innermost selves, and that is how they want to deepen the bond, because they want to share every bit with feminine. Let me get a heart message as to what's happening in their heart space. Yeah, see, let me see. Yeah, see, that's what I think. That card could not depict this kind of energy of the passion, but there is passion which they're feeling in their head, and yeah, that's what it is. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it, and that's what is surrounding their kind of head space, and it's kind of deep passion which they're feeling for feminine, which is coming forth here at this point in time. That's what we are sensing here. Just give me one sec, guys. Can I just have just one sip of water? Just give me one sec. Okay. Now let's see what is happening in their we've checked the physical, we've checked the mental. Let's see heart space. Let's see the energies, what's happening at their heart space. Do we really see the integrity? Let's see. We've got the Six of Water. See, this is what they're feeling it. They're in the heart space, they're missing you, feminine. And if that's feminine watching, so they definitely are missing. So masculine is missing feminine deep in their heart. I've not touched, I will not say deep in their soul, but I've not done that, but I'm sure there is integrity coming in. So the soul is kind of speaking to their heart and head, and that is what will start to reflect in their physical world as we spoke about. Let's see what's written. Memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Six of Water or Six of Cups is a very soulmate, soul connection, and that's what this reading is all about. So there is a strong bond between both of you, masculine and feminine, both. Masculine is feeling it. They're kind of reminiscing the past, the good time spent together, and they are in that space in the heart. Now with that, let me just get some tarot of their heart space. What's happening in the heart space for masculine? My, lots happening. I'll take two of these because I've got 4 actually. They're saying take 4. Okay, I will take 4 because probably there's lots happening in the heart space, and I will check what those 2 are. But let's see what these 2 are. We've got the High Priest, and that's what we were getting, that they're kind of getting very intuitive messages, because High Priest is very connected to the spiritual journey. And I was saying that yes, their spirit is kind of coming and connecting to the heart and to the soul, and that's how the reflection into the physical world is happening. And we've started to see that, in at least till now we are seeing that. So there is this spiritual aspect which is awakening in them. This missing energy, or the past reminiscing energy, is also kind of triggering them to connect with divine and take support from there. They're also getting heightened intuitive messages, and we've got that under the moon there as well. That's a major arcana, so that is the moon as well. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Now they're also putting in work, their emotional level, because this is the emotional body which we are tapping onto. And they're also working on their emotions. They're kind of seeing that if anything needs to be brushing, they're doing that. If and we've got that at the mental space, so they're working. So you can see that their meditation, etc., has started to happen. That's like conscious level, they're doing it. At the emotional level also, there is a healing which happens at all the levels, right? So they're putting in their work, they're putting in the wisdom to kind of see how they can heal themselves, heal emotionally, and work towards what they have in their heart. See, the heart wants to is saying that let's move forward, let's move ahead, and that's a Chariot. This is a Cancer energy, and this is like, you can see that the moon, crescent moon out there, and this is how their emotions are kind of pushing them, driving them for the movement. And that is a brilliant energy to have. And we've got the Hanged Man. We've got major arcana after major arcana and after major arcana. So we've got the Hanged Man there. And now these are very I would say that foreign, or the extreme of the two. So I think that is what their conflict in the head is also talked about. At the one aspect, they're kind of getting the pull, emotional pull, wherein they want to just kind of go ahead and make the change, and now is the time to make the change kind of energy in their emotional body. But there is also this changing perspectives, holding back is also happening simultaneously. So because they still have some healing which they're doing, they're still working on the stuff, and there is meditation, changing perspectives. There is a conflict, this is a very strong depiction of the conflict which they're going through at the emotional. One side it's saying that go ahead, charge now. The other side is saying that no, I need to still change perspective. I need to see things more deeply. I need to heal myself more. And they kind of get back to working on themselves there. Now let's see what else is coming forth. Okay, this one is coming forth. And yeah, they want to have success in the entire game. They just don't want to give up, for sure. And there is success coming in. They're successful, healing themselves. They're also getting balance established between things. And this is about having the home life, because the 6 of Wands, we see that home there, the house being built between 3 wands each, and in the middle there is the success, which is what they've been wanting. The heart says that I want success with my feminine, I want success in this connection. That's why I'm putting in the work and kind of healing myself there as much as I can, and I'm ready to put in work. So they're doing that, but here masculine is doing work, which is a good thing. And let's see what further messages are coming forth. Okay, let's see what that is. See this, we are from the page in the heart space. Maybe in the physical world there's still a page, but in the heart they are King of Cups. They know the emotions which they feel for feminine. They know the emotions they're holding in. This is absolutely also, they're kind of emotionally getting balanced. There is that conflict in their heart is pretty much resolved, though it's the pull and pull and push which happens. But then no, there is a sense of knowing which is undeniable. The feeling for feminine is undeniable. That's not questionable for them. The question is how to move ahead. Do I move or do I stay? That's the conflict. But do I love feminine? Is that a conflict? No, that's not a conflict. So that emotional state is established. That integrity is very much there. Masculine feels it. Let's see what else is coming forth. And in the heart space, as I said, they are king. Out there in the physical, they might be page, but their integrity is happening from the heart to head into the physical. We will still see what the spiritual, but in their mental space, this is what is happening. And see what is happening in their emotional body. In their emotional body, they're feeling like want to charge right now with the passion, which is also kind of hijacking their mental body. And this is what is running deep from their heart. They just want to charge ahead and just take that passion to the next level. That is coming forth for masculine, and that's what is happening, that they're feeling strong passion for feminine in their heart and in their head as well. See the alignment. And let's see what is the happening in the heart space, the message. Emotional body. Emotional body. Okay. See? They want to ascend to the next level. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So they're realizing this. In the heart space, in their emotional body, they know that this is a connection they want to be with. This is the connection which is worth committing to, and it needs to be taken to the higher level of commitment. And that was pretty much reflective in their mental body as well. It's just that it's not kind of transformed into the physical body, so that once it kind of comes there, that's when the action happens, right, in the physical world. Now let's see what is the heart message for the emotional body. Friendship. They also want to extend the friendship which they miss. Probably maybe you were very, very, you understood each other. There was a deep level of friendship which they miss as well. They want to nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. They want to at least start on with friendship, at least establish that connection, and then want to work on improving the connection further. They want to initiate something. The heart is telling them to do so. Let's see what is, now we'll tap into their spiritual body, which is like the soul level. What's happening as far as this connection is concerned? What's happening in their spiritual body? Okay, that was like, that jumped out like with some height. Four of Water. So their emotional body, the spiritual body is still guiding them towards what are they missing. The emotional, in the spiritual body, the soul is asking them to focus on what are the missing parts, and where all the fulfillment needs to happen, where all the discontentment is. Because in the physical space, if they're not happy, where is the gap? The spiritual body is kind of guiding them to identify what the gaps are, and what is the reason for their discontentment? What is the reason for them not feeling that please? What is the reason for this boredom in their life? The spirit is guiding them towards that. Spirit is guiding them so that they can open their eyes to the possibilities. That's what is happening at the spiritual level. Their emotions are getting triggered. They're kind of shown the ways that no, this is not the life. If they're living in a kind of a life which could be a very fulfilling on the physical space or the material world, but then they know deep within, and spirit is showing them that are you feeling fulfilled? Are you happy in where you are? And those kind of things are which are getting triggered for masculine there. Now let me get a few more messages from tarot as to what's coming forth. See? The spirit is telling them, it's coming as the Ace of Wands. They're feeling that passion. It's a drive which kind of is like kicking their butt. So masculine is kind of getting that drive. And masculine is, feeling this passion so deep. Spirit is making them feel this passion so that the initiation can happen further. And this knight can move forward in the physical space. So there are these ignitions which are happening at the soul level. Okay, again I've got four cards from here. I will take them. Okay, let's see what is coming forth. Yeah, and spirit is trying to show them the limitations which they are holding back, how and where the wish fulfillment can happen, strength, and nine of wands. So we've got the nine here. With that, spirit is saying not to give up, because nine of wands is something holding back, and here spirit is not making them feel tired, because this person is pretty refreshed. There is sun which is rising up. Spirit is giving them strength to see that where the cycles are, where aligning them to their desires, showing them what is the limiting. So masculine, there is a lot happening at the spiritual level. The soul is trying to say a lot. Also is giving you a lot of strength to carry on, to kind of take it to the next level. So that's really, really wonderful. And let me get one more from here and one more from the other deck. Yeah. My God, I did not know that I'll get, I got only, yeah. There is definitely happening a lot. Spirit is like their higher self is working a lot. So there is a devil energy which they're also being shown to the darker sides. Their codependent behavior, if they're tied to a codependent relationship or any behaviors, spirit is bringing that to a light and making them take, also kind of projecting it to the mental body and taking them that making them take that decision as to what's right and what's not right for them, because and maybe there is a lot which spirit will try, kind of project. Those codependent behaviors or anything which is toxic in nature will come forth very strongly, is what I'm sensing, because that projection will happen. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like being able to create that beautiful garden and be independent, because that's the energy which we got as well, and not being dependent or the codependent, but be independent from these energies, because they need to detach from this codependent and become independent. And there is this King of Swords which is detaching this and very, very clearly kind of demarcating that codependent needs to end and independent needs to happen. So that's what is getting worked on too, and that's nice. Let me get the after tarot now. Okay. Yeah, making them feel as if they're kind of, it's like in the actual depiction, there are these two people. It's after tarot. Generally, there is one person outside the church walls, kind of the person outside the church wall and not gone inside because the doors are closed. Now here there are two people, so they are feeling, their spirit is making them show and feel that there is something they need to take care of. The doors which were closed, they need to deal with situation bravely, and they might be shown things at a worst level. There are two people. There is they just need to make a choice that who do they want to even be with, and spirit is making them show that even in the hard times, tough times, who do they want to be? In the happy times, yes, who do they want to be and be with? And so is in the hard times, tough times. So there is a lot. Spirit is kind of throwing light on the not so good aspects of their life, and the soul is kind of needs to heal through all these blocks, I must say, because not so much so did come as a negative energy in the, or not so good. I can call it negative. This is negative. This sword energy which is bringing them down is negative. So they just kind of soul is showing them, the spirit is showing them all those things which they need to deal with. Now let me get what is coming forth. Messages. Yeah. But. And I could read the card and hence you can't. Let me show you. Romance angels are helping you. So masculine is being helped by romance angels. And they know where things to line up, what needs to be done. So they're just focus for them is good. Divine is helping. The spirit knows that how to kind of deal with it. So all that has been shown, worked upon, and they've been helped. Let's see what the message comes forth for the spiritual level. Okay. I think this message did come for one of the piles, because I did pick a pile for feminine. So if not watched that, I should not say that, but yeah. Embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. So I think Spirit is showing them where the missing pieces are. With the Four of Cups energy, that's what they're saying, that hey, if feminine is not around, what are the things and what is kind of more fulfilling? So missing pieces are being shown to masculine at this point in time, so that they can kind of deal with it, is what I'm sensing. So I think this is it for now. These are the kind of messages I wanted to kind of tap into the 4 different bodies and get the messages. I'll also get one more as a guidance message for masculine. For them, what is the guidance message? I've got one card which popped out. Let's see what that is. Guidance message, overall guidance message for masculine. Beauty, yeah, that's nice. The outer world is reflection of your inner. See, we were talking about the physical world, right? So focus on the beauty within yourself. A good quality is your kindness, your gifts and talents. Remember that whatever you give attention to increases and grows. Everyone has some beauty in their soul, so seek it in others. Remind them of their qualities and you will illuminate them. Surround yourself with things and people with a beautiful vibration, for we are all influenced by that which is around us. As you tune more and more into your incredible wonder of yourself, others, and the planet, your resonance becomes that of beauty. Others will perceive the radiance of your soul and be touched by it. I recognize my beauty and that of others. So that's the guidance message for you here. And thank you so much for watching it, liking. Please hit the like button if you like what I do, because that helps. And thank you so much if you've subscribed to the channel. If not, please do hit that subscribe button. That helps the channel as well. So thank you so much. Spread love and be happy.